Monday Night Chat with Wong Chen.
Brought to you by the Member of Parliament for Kelana in collaboration with Invo.
Welcome to Policy Monday. This week we're going to talk about urban poverty and solutions for urban poverty. Now, this Policy Monday issue that I'm raising now was actually presented in Phuket to a bunch of members of parliament from ASEAN. I belong to the ASEAN Human Rights Group. We went there. I have to present a paper and to discuss the other ASEAN human rights issue, including Rohingyas and current issues on poverty. Right? So let's just get down to it. This paper that I presented basically is based on Desa Mentari, Desa Ria and Kampung Lindungan, our experiences there. As you know, we run Bulan Kebajikan every year, and for the last 4 years we have gathered a lot of data, detailed data. About 3,000 recipients have we've got all those data, and we crunch those data, and roughly we can come up with this idea that there are 4 basic policies that need to be done. Now, I've made statements before that public housing is like a lottery. What I want to emphasize here is public housing should be the secondary support level to policies. It shouldn't be the primary purpose. The primary purpose are these 4 issues. First, health. If you're poor and you can't work, then you cannot support your family completely. Yeah. So dealing with the health, preventive health in particular, preventive medicine is essential. The government needs to spend about $1 billion to $2 billion to ensure that people do not become diabetic, that they do not have hypertension, and therefore make them unable to work at all. That guarantees the inability to work will then doom the entire family to a cycle of poverty that they can never get out. So deal with preventive medicine first. Number 2, minimum wage has to go up. Yeah, we've written this in the policy manifesto. It is very clear that we want to increase to 1,500, and we'll do a co-pay policy on this, and it should only cost about 2 billion a year again. Yeah. The third issue is we must have conditional welfare, not BRIM, where just money is just given out like that. The recipients must do something positive in return. They have to ensure that they hold on a job so that we don't encourage unemployment. Number 2, they have to ensure that the kids go to school. If the kids go to school, you can then encourage them to the family to be more caring, the father to be more responsible, holding on to the job, making sure the kids go to school. Therefore, that's how we're going to break the cycle of poverty. Yeah. The last issue, if we carry out the first 3 policies that I discussed just now, we should be able to eliminate 90% of the problem. The remaining 10% will be people who are completely disabled, unable to get onto a job. They're either too poor, too old, or too sick. Now, that is very simple. That solution is just pure welfare. Higher welfare payout of about 1,000 to 1,200 a month should resolve that problem. And that won't even cost $500 million. Yeah? So carry out those 4 things, and then we should be able to address most of the issues, because the main focus is this. It's not the infrastructure that we want to improve, or the environment, or better housing. Those cost a lot of money. The main point is you have to empower people to feel that they are valued as a member of the citizen, being paid fair pay, have good health, and therefore they have better self-esteem, and as a result they can look after their family better. Now, focus on the human, not focus on the material aspect. That's it for Policy Monday this week. Hi, we're back with another week of Q&A in 60 seconds. Now, we have about 6-7 questions here, so we're trying to get through all of them very quickly. We're going to start now. Why was I in Phuket? I belong to the ASEAN Human Rights Group, and I was there to deliver a speech on poor economics and relevant to the issue of Desa Mentari and Desa Ria. What is your view on Bung Mukhtar's comments on the Tudung issue? Bung Mukhtar has to respect women a lot more. He's a complete disruptive joker that insults women all the time. Number 3, what is your view on temporary ban on luxury properties approval? Other than public housing, the government should not interfere in housing generally. Number 4, what is my take on the rejected durian story? Well, durian prices are down. The story is obviously a rumor and it's untrue, but I haven't started eating durian again. It's too expensive. Number 5, what's the outlook of Mugabe's successor, Emerson Mnangagwa? Well, I think it's just going to be a change of guard. Nothing much is going to change in Zimbabwe, unfortunately. What are my thoughts on the UK budget? I've not read it, but you know, UK budget is a developed budget. It's not going to be a lot of changes. That's it for this week. 60 seconds.